Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So, it's getting stuff in order. Um, just putting stuff away, stuff like that. I was listening to YouTube while I'm doing it. My TVs aren't here yet, so if I was listening to YouTube, and I kept saying very disturbing things. So I figured since I'm in Texas now, the Dan Dawson Show broadcasts out of Texas. So I figured I'd use a Texas analogy. You ever been a kid? And you see the cartoons and it's the mean bull and he has the big ring in his nose. You know what that ring's for? That ring's to lead him around. You see that down here. You know, I grew up like that. You know, if you had a really mean bull, my grandfather never did. He didn't like doing it. He was very gentle with his animals. You know, even though he had this one bull chase me and my older brother and my little sister Sandra when we were trying to fish. It chases away anytime the cows wanted to come through. But that ring, symbolism, see. Think about this. You have that mask on. You've been led around by the nose by the elite. By that mask. Meanwhile, and really, I know most of you subscribers, you already know this. Continue our annoyance campaign. Show it to your liberal friends. Send it to them. Let my voice be your voice. Let's get it. I say let's challenge them. Let's challenge their ability to think. Because, see, we're at such a point in society right now, in history of the United States, that we cannot afford to wait for them to come around. We have to force them to come around. They have to start thinking critically. So if those masks are so damn efficient and they work, then why did Obama's 60th birthday nobody wore a mask? Why was it when Pelosi went to her fundraiser in Napa Valley, the only people they made wear masks were servants? None of the elites had them. Napa Valley, not one elite was wearing a mask, but they made the servants wear a mask. Think about that. And they're all sitting elbow to elbow, all the elites. But the servants are wearing masks. Keep wearing that mask. You're a servant. Why is it in New York, or why is it in New York City? Cuomo said you have to wear a mask or you can't get services. You can't do dine-in eating. You can't do this. And you have to be vaccinated actually. And there's no exceptions. Unless you're an entertainer. Read Hollywood Elite. Then you don't have to wear it. You don't have to show your vaccination card. You know, I knew this was happening. Remember last year when Pelosi went to get her hair done with no mask? Even though she had closed down all the salons in San Francisco, or California was shut down, right? And you couldn't leave your house. She's going to get her hair done. Remember, who's the crazy one out in Chicago? Lightfoot. She did the exact same thing. They're going to get their hair done. Maxine Waters. This didn't escape me. Remember when she's speaking at the BLM rally in Minnesota? And she's up there yelling and screaming. Notice, she wasn't wearing a mask and nobody around her was wearing a mask. But you can't go to church and give praise. Not in a loud voice. Without your mask. You're being hornswoggled. You're being fooled. Liberals, listen to me. Wake up. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't even want you to listen to me. I've gotten my main point across. Here's what I want you to do. Just scroll through YouTube and watch some of those videos. And watch Kamala Harris at these dinners where she thinks nobody's looking, but good thing cell phones are everywhere now, right? She's not wearing a mask. Look at Barack Obama at his birthday party dancing. Remember Chuck Schumer? And when he was on not Jimmy Kimmel, who's the other one? Stephen Colbert. There's a whole group of elites. And they're dancing and laughing. You're sitting at home miserable, locked in your house for fear of a Chinese-made, U.S.-funded disease that they don't give a shit about. They're fooling you. Go look it up. Don't listen to me. Go look it up. Go look for yourselves. And then tell me you can rationalize that. You can't. It's ridiculous. So all I gotta say is look for yourselves. I don't have to tell you. If you have half an IQ, even half an IQ point. Some of my former patients when I was a mental health tech, know this is bullshit because they can see it with their own eyes. So if you can't come to that level, there's no hope for you. Slowly take your time and look. Even look at what's going on in Afghanistan. They don't want you to have an AR-15 or even a Glock 9mm, Glock 19, right? They don't want you to have it. But they just handed over Afghanistan, or the Taliban, a whole ton load of weapons. So what do you think is going to happen? They got you focused on American or domestic terrorists. You're about to get hit by a real threat. My advice to you on that is stay out of large crowds in large cities, because we're about to get it. You think I'm wrong? Give it 6 months, give it a year, see what happens. Maybe even give it to September 11th. See what happens. Anyway, so subscribers, send this, share it, send it to your liberal friends. Let's keep up the annoyance campaign till they start listening and understand what's going on. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, do what you got to do.